On a dating app, on a first date, right? What am I supposed to do to keep the conversation going? First of all, women don't chase men. Women don't court men. They shouldn't, right? I understand if you have to get in his world. We've said this in other videos. Drop the handkerchief so he notices you. That type of thing. If you're shooting above your value, like one of his pictures so he notices you, and then he whatever, right? But on average, he should pursue. So, but how do you keep a conversation going? Let's say you're on a date. He is asking questions or on a dating app, right? Of course, you should be jubilous in your responses. You should be attentive and be enthusiastic and engaged. But you're going to have to ask some questions, right? Now, I'll go back to the Pareto principle 80-20, right? 80%, especially up front, if he's interested in you, he should be penetrating your world. I mean, it weighs more than one. He should be figuring out who you are and how you are as a person. A man should lead. So I would say he should be doing 80% of it in the ideal ratio, and then you do 20% in response, right? You ask him some questions that are either tethered to what he's asking about, things you've seen in his profile that you're curious about. You don't need to fake these questions. Some women ask me, well, what should I ask? Use your intuition. Read his profile, right? Ask him things that are relevant. I've talked about how to ask these questions, etc. But the more you like this guy and the less he likes you, yes, then you got to arbit it more, right? In the sense that you do 40%, he does 60%, etc. And relative value does matter. If you're shooting for someone who you think values you less than you value him and you still think he's worth it, and you got to attract him more, okay, change the ratio. But in the ideal, if he's not asking you questions, he's not super into you.